Anno Mundi, often abbreviated AM, is a Latin phrase meaning "in the year of the world." It refers to calendar systems that count years from the creation of the world, rather than from a historical event like the birth of Christ, AD, CE, or the Hijra, AH. Key points: Anno, in the year; Mundi, of the world. Common usage: the term is used primarily in biblical or religious chronologies, especially Jewish and early Christian contexts, based on calculations from sacred texts. Examples: 1. Jewish calendar, Hebrew Anno Mundi system. Starts from what is considered the creation of the world in Genesis, according to traditional rabbinic reckoning from the Seder Olam Rabbah. Creation occurred in 3761 BCE. Therefore, the Gregorian year 2025 corresponds roughly to Anno Mundi 5785. 2. Christian usage: Byzantine Anno Mundi, used by some early Christians, particularly in the Eastern Roman, Byzantine Empire. They calculated creation at 55509 BCE, so their year 1 AM 555509 BCE, thus 2025 AD 7534 AM in this system. Why it's significant? Anno Mundi systems reflect attempts to anchor history in a theological framework, often used in biblical genealogies and chronologies to calculate the timing of events like the flood, the Exodus, or the coming of the Messiah. Would you like a breakdown of how the creation date was calculated in the Hebrew calendar, or a chart showing AM versus Gregorian years? Great. Let's break this into 2 parts. 1. How the creation date was calculated in the Hebrew Jewish calendar source. Texts used: Torah, Hebrew Bible, Tanakh, particularly Genesis. Rabbinic sources, especially Seder Olam Rabbah, 2nd century CE. Calculation method: Jewish sages added up the ages of key figures from Adam to later generations, based on the genealogies listed in Genesis 5 and 11, such as person age at birth of next generation Adam, 130, birth of Seth, Seth, 105, Enosh, 90, Kenan, Noah 500, birth of Shem, Ham, Japheth. Shem to Abraham continues linearly. They also included major biblical events: the flood, the Tower of Babel, the Exodus, the building of Solomon's temple. By back-calculating from known historical dates, like the building of the first temple around 957 BCE, they arrived at a creation date of 3761 BCE. 2. Hebrew calendar, Anno Mundi, versus Gregorian calendar. Here's a chart to match Hebrew years, AM, to Gregorian years. Gregorian year, Hebrew year, Anno Mundi, 3761 BCE, 1 AM, creation, 1 CE 3761 AM 70 CE, temple destroyed, 3830 AM 1948 CE, modern Israel founded, 5708 AM 2000 CE 560 AM 2024, CE 5784 AM 2025, CE 585 AM 2100 CE 560 AM conversion formula, roughly. AM's Gregorian year plus 360, use 361 if the Gregorian date is before Rosh Hashanah, which starts the Jewish year in the fall. Summary, Hortree. Anno Mundi, AM, counts from creation, traditionally 3761 BCE, used in Jewish calendars and some Byzantine Christian systems. Today, Hebrew year 5785 AM corresponds to 2025 CE, after fall. Would you like the Byzantine Anno Mundi system breakdown as well? Next time, see a perfect. Let's now explore the Byzantine Anno Mundi system. Then I'll give you a downloadable, just printable, AM versus CE timeline chart. The 3 Byzantine Anno Mundi system. Eastern Orthodox Christian chronology. Summary: the Byzantine, Eastern Roman Empire, used its own Anno Mundi system, but unlike the Jewish calendar, it calculated creation to have occurred in 5509 BCE. Some sources say 5508. How they calculated it: the date of creation was derived using the Septuagint, LXX, a Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible, which contains longer genealogies than the Hebrew Masoretic text. Historical interpretations by church fathers like Eusebius, Theophilus of Antioch, and others. Why 55509 BCE? Byzantine scholars believed that Jesus was born in the 5509th year after creation. Therefore, they placed 1 AM 5509 BCE, 5509 AM 1 CE, Byzantine AM to Gregorian CE. Timeline: Byzantine AM Gregorian year 1 AM 509 BCE 509 AM 1 CE, 6000 AM 492 CE 7000 AM 1492 CE 7534 AM 2025 CE. Formula: Byzantine AM CE year plus vote add 5509 if date is before September 1st, the Byzantine New Year. Significance in Orthodox Christianity. The Byzantine Church viewed creation to Christ as phone years. The year 7000 AM 1492 CE was believed by some to mark the end of the world. Though it didn't, the system remained in official use in the Eastern Orthodox Church and Byzantine Empire until 1700, when Peter the Great replaced it with the Julian calendar. In Russia, Anno Mundi, often abbreviated AM, is a Latin phrase meaning "in the year of the world." It refers to calendar systems that count years from the creation of the world, rather than from a historical event like the birth of Christ, AD-CE, or the Hijra. See ya.